Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new electric bike that we just received on the channel. And this is from Velowave. It's the Rover Step Through. Now this is a bike that, from an electric perspective, you're going to get anywhere from 19 miles all the way up to 28 miles. And 19 is if you don't pedal, 28 miles per hour is if you do. So you'll be able to step this up with your pedaling as well. You're looking at a 50-mile range with pedal assist mode, 30-mile range if you just do 100% electric, and also 7 levels of pedal assist. Now this is going to be suitable for folks anywhere from 5'6" all the way to 6'2", and with a max capacity load of the bike, what it can handle is up 330 pounds. Now you're looking at a 750-watt motor, dual hydraulics in both the brakes as well as the front fork. So the suspension rides really well. And then it has a 7-speed trigger type system. So, while we did talk about this is a Shimano system, the trigger is kind of different. It's a rotating trigger that you'll see when we get a closer shot and we also do our ride. Bright LCD, 26 by 4 Kenda tires, which are monstrous and impressive, and a 70.5 pound, I would say, weight for the bike. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now the first thing we'll take a look at are the tires, and here you're looking at Kenda tires. Great tread, great traction, 4-inch wide, 26-inch. These things are going to give you a stupendous ride. The other thing you're looking at is a Bafang 750-watt motor, so that's a gear hub. You're going to get around 50 miles on this with pedal assist, 30 if you're riding it fully electric, and this is going to support up to riders a little bit over 300 pounds, so around 330. Now the bike itself weighs 70 pounds, so 70.5 pounds, so it's relatively, I would say, on the lighter side, so you have that going for you. You also then have a 7-inch, what you have down there, actually not a 7-inch, a 7-speed Shimano system. So that's a 7-speed Shimano system, but the actual gear mechanism is very different. It's not like some of the other ones that we looked at in the past. You're going to see that in a couple seconds because it's almost like a trigger type model. So you're going to see that coming up. Now, love the blue that you see here. So this blue is really, really sharp. Love the way this looks. You'll notice that you do have in this area here a section that you can have for a bottle or can of soda, whatever you're going to want to have with you. Hopefully it's going to be a bottle of water, but you can purchase I would say a bottle mount if that's something that you'd like to do. And then as we take a look at the saddle, one of the things that you'll see with the saddle is that this saddle is very, very comfortable. Really, really love how wide that saddle is, and that's going to give you a real nice support. I found it to be very comfortable. And then also, as you can see right there, you basically have a toolless adjustment mechanism. All you have to do is open up that latch. It could go up, it can go down, so that if you need to change it because someone else borrowed the bike, or you're just needing to make an adjustment when you're on the road, you don't need any tools. Now the other standout feature that you'll see here with the bike is that cable management is spot on. You see no wires, no cables. This thing is clean. This is very, very clean. You don't have to worry about, again, any cables getting tangled in any way. Matter of fact, if we go over here to the side, you'll notice that the cables are right there, right underneath that support bar that's going to your tire. And then basically they tuck away nicely right there. So excellent, excellent, I would say, cable management. You then also have right here, you have a really nice suspension, front fork suspension. It's hydraulic, by the way. Brakes and suspension are hydraulic in this bike. Now, as we discussed, you really have 2 disc systems on this bike. So you have front and back discs, as you can see there. Both of these are controlled through a hydraulic mechanism, which I really prefer. Just a super fan of it. While other ones work well, I just find that it's a lot smoother. I like the responsiveness of it. It just is a really, really nice experience when you're dealing with hydraulic. Now, before we go and take a look at the handlebar, I just want to highlight one other thing. Now, as you can see, this bike has a tremendous presence. Front and rear disc brake system. You do have a front light, which is very bright. You're going to see that on in a couple seconds. Now, you'll also notice that you have, this is where your key goes in. You notice that there's a symbol here that says on. In order to be able to run electric, you can run it with just human power, but if you want the electric to go, you have to have the key in the ignition and you have to have it on the on position. If you have any difficulty turning your key, if it's not turning easily, don't force it. All you have to do is with both hands grab each side, push this in, and then it will basically, there's a mechanism inside that will enable this. So if you run into any problems, make sure that you do that. Have a great light system as we talked about right here. We'll go ahead and turn it on for you so you can see what it looks like. Power this up. And in a second, once it's up, we'll go ahead and press this. And you notice that thing is bright. That is super duper bright. So very adjustable, and again, really easy to, again, turn on and off. Now the handlebar for this bike is more BMX style. You can see how it raises up, which is something I really like because I don't have to lean forward. So you see that. You do have some adjustments that you can make as far as your tilt here. So that's nice that you can actually control. And then what you also then have here is a very bright screen. This screen gives you the ability in this control area to increase, again, your pedal assist. And let's make sure that you guys can see that. There you go. And you can change it from 2 to 3 all the way up to 5. Let's make sure because it's getting blown out a little bit. There we go. So here we go. You get 3, 4, 5. Low mileage right now because we've just been riding the bike. I wanted to just go over the physical aspects of it. We're going to have a ride experience as well, a part of this video. You'll notice that over here you do have your throttle, your braking system, you know, that kind of stuff is really solid. Cable management is really well done. Everything tucks away. And then this is, again, the system that I was talking about when it comes to the actual gear system. So you can see how it is basically a revo shift. When you're going to change gears, you do it right here, and then there's a little indicator here that you'll be able to see. So this is the area that turns. This is, again, the grip area, but there's no palm rest, but it does not turn. This does not turn. This is the area right here that you'll adjust forward and up and down to change your gears, and it's very responsive. Haven't used this before, but really like it. All right, guys, so today we're taking a look at the Velowave, and the Velowave is an impressive bike. It had some things that we haven't yet had on the channel. First thing we'll talk about are the tires. 26-inch, 4-inch wide Kenda tires. Love the traction, and also love the actual ride on this. Has a front hydraulic fork, gives you really nice ride. Has the ability to adjust easily. It's a 7-speed Shimano bike, and it has what I've seen. This is the first one that we reviewed this way. It has kind of like a rotary gear shifter. So as opposed to having the buttons that you push, you actually turn here on the side. You can see that right there. Turn it on the side in order to shift gears. I think that's pretty cool and different. It does feature hydraulic brakes as well. And so far, everything that I've been doing has been human powered. So we're going to switch to electric. Now this is going to be passive assist, so it's helping me, or actually not passive assist, pedal assist. So it's actually helping me. It does have the actual throttle on this side, which is a little bit different, right? I've ridden now maybe 2 bikes that have it on the left side versus the right side, and I actually enjoy it. I think it's nice having the gears on one side and the actual electric throttle on the other. And I'm going to stop pedaling for a second, and then you can see that this is right now the electric mode, just by using this hand right here to push this thumb throttle that you have right here. Works really well. Cable management on this bike is really nice. Cable management, you can see in the front, is nicely tucked away into the frame. This bike does require the key to be in the ignition to be able to operate electric, which is also something that I don't see often. Some of you may see this as a great security feature. Others may see this as an annoyance, but you do need the key in, and then you need it turned on to the on position. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears for a second. So this is different, right? So what you do is you turn. So I'm just changing the gear, and right there, switched. So all you're doing is rotating to get it going. I'm going to make it a little bit harder, and I'm going to slow down here. I like it right there. But the gear shifting is really good. It's very easy, despite it being a little bit different. That's unique. I haven't seen that before. All right, so the ride on this bike is actually very nice because of the tires and the suspension system. The actual handlebar is really nice here because I do like that I don't lean forward too much. It does have kind of like that BMX style handlebar, which is nice. If I switch actual pedal assist modes, right now it's clocking me around 12 to 13 miles, and this is no effort, right? I'm going to put it on pedal assist 2, And remember, this is going to be a cadence sensing bike, right? So right now, it's going 16 miles, and if I contribute a little bit more, it's right now 17, and that doesn't require a lot of effort. You can tell that I'm talking and not really struggling to pedal or gasping for air as I'm pedaling. So this is nice, right? So the display is also really easy to read. I see it right here. Very easy to read. So now the pedal assist mode obviously contributes with every pedal assist mode a little bit more. Right now it's on pedal assist 3, and it's right now going at 15, and you can look at my legs. They're really not putting in a lot of effort. And this is doing a really nice job when it comes to pedal assist. All right, so we're gonna have the bike now on pedal assist 5, and I'm gonna slow down a little bit, and then we're gonna try to see how fast I can get on pedaling on a pedal assist 5. So we're pedaling now, and we're gonna see how fast we can go. 19 miles, 20 miles, 21 miles, 23 miles, 25 miles, 26 miles, 27 miles, 27.1. All right, that was not bad. All right, now, so for this next test, we're gonna see how quickly we can accelerate to top speed. Right now, we're about 3 miles an hour. We're gonna hit the floor, the pedal all the way down to the metal, and 15 miles, 18 miles, 19 miles, 19, 19.6. Not bad. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and contribute to that pedal assist. And this is where you're really gonna be able to take the bike above, really above the 19.5, 19.6 miles that we saw. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so 19.6 is the fastest it's gonna go. Nice bike though. All right guys, now in this test, we're gonna check and see how true the speed is to actual speed cam coming up. We're gonna be going at, right now, the speed governor is locking us down to 19.6 miles an hour. And we're gonna see how well it does here. This is a nice, easy cruise. By the way, the range on this bike is around 30 miles if you do 100% electric, 50 if you do pedal assist. So right now it's saying, well, there's a car behind me. 19 miles is what it was clocking. So the car was kind of confusing it, but it did register 19 miles. All right, so we're gonna test out the actual suspension in this kind of nature path. It's fall in Chicago. We are having some beautiful weather today. And overall, you know what? The ride is really nice. Saddle feels good. I like the braking system. You know, love hydraulic brakes. You guys heard me say that before. And all in all, this is a really nicely well-built bike. Very easy to ride.
So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.